People are remarkably bad at remembering long lists of goals. Clarity comes with simplicity. Brendan Burchard from page 159 of Built to Serve. I think this is the case for most entrepreneurs. We make these giant lists of things that we need to do. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You've got this giant list of to-dos that just you seem to keep adding to every day. A new idea comes, another thing for your to-do list. Or you go through an exercise of your core values and you've got 13 core values. This is one of my favorite. You look at big companies and their list of values, and there's so many values. Think of your own core value. Have you done that core values exercise on your website? How many core values are there? If you can't remember your goals, if you can't remember your core values, if it doesn't come off the top of your head right away, it means you're not living them. It means you're not executing them. It means you don't have clarity and you're trying to be everything. You're trying to do too much. And as a result, nothing happens. I was just on a call today helping some people in John Assaraf's VIP group, and we're talking about YouTube strategies and making content. And a woman, beautiful woman, came on and said, I don't know what to do. I've got so many ideas. I've got so many videos I want to make, and I haven't posted a video in 5 months because I feel like whatever I make is going to box me in. I said, well, who's boxing you in? Nobody's boxing you in. You're boxing yourself in. You've got so many ideas. You've got so many potential videos that you could make, and that feels overwhelming to the point where you're not doing anything. You haven't posted in 5 months on your channel, right? That's a big problem. And we get overwhelmed. We get frustrated. There seems to be an abundance of opportunities, and that paralyzes us. That's the problem. And the way to get through it is to actually get the clarity, to get more focused, to get more narrow, to say, this is what I'm about. This is my real goal. This is really who I want to become. I'm not about 13 things. I'm about this one most important thing. And when you get that clarity, it allows you to go so much faster as opposed to being pulled in a million different directions. So today I want to guide you through the passion process that's in Built to Serve, right here, right next to the Brendan Burchard quote, page, what is this, 158, the passion process that I wrote in this book, thanks to Nina, thanks to my wife, and helping her figure out what she's passionate about and how to turn that into something that she can be proud of. Okay, so if you're struggling to figure out what are you passionate about, how can you get narrow, laser-like focused to give you the confidence, momentum, and guidance that you need to start building that into your life and business, this is it, passion process, okay? Step number one, here's what we're gonna do. Make a list of all the ways that you've helped people. Understand that if you wanna be happy, you're built to serve, right? It's here in the title, you are built to serve, you wanna help people. So make a list of all the ways that you've helped people, because at the core of every successful business is helping people. Any entrepreneur, this is a good test to see how much entrepreneurs care about their business. If you ask an entrepreneur, what do they do? And they answer with, I help people X, that's usually a good start. It's usually a sign the entrepreneur's thinking about it the right way. Because if you want to have success in business, it comes by giving value to other people. At the core of what you're doing is you're helping people. You're helping consumers, you're helping businesses, you're bringing value, you're helping them. So if you're struggling to figure that out, or if you already started your business and you're struggling to get that clarity on what to focus on next, make that list. Step number one, make a list of all the ways that you have helped people. Make a list, just make a list. Think of 20, 30 different things that you've done to help people. Some of that may seem really insignificant, but it still made you feel good. So how have you helped people? Okay, that's step number one. Step number two, underline the activities you've enjoyed. Okay, so one of the biggest challenges that people face when they're doing their business is they focus on the end result. You liked the end result of helping somebody. You like that you help them. You like that they're happy. You like that they're gaining momentum. You like that spending time with you made some kind of impact on them, right? We like that feeling. We like knowing that we served and we contributed to them. But you like the end result, not necessarily the process. And so now that you have your list of all the ways that you have helped people, what did you actually enjoy the process of doing? If you look at all the videos that I've done on this channel, and on all my channels, the number one rule for success is you have to like the process. The people who win, the people who succeed at the highest levels, they like the process. They like the actual work, the actual doing. In my presentation today to John's group, we did it was supposed to be an hour, and I think it went 2+ hours, and I only spoke for maybe 15 minutes to set the stage, and then it was Q&A and me helping and me bringing value. And John wanted me to promote my Brandlytics training program, and he mentioned it a couple times, but if the goal was just, I'm going to come on here and sell Brandlytics, that's the outcome, right? I want people to get into my training program. The goal for me wasn't that. The goal for me was to actually like helping the people. So that's why we spent way longer than I was supposed to be scheduled. We still had questions, people raising their hands at the end because they had more questions for me. Because I actually like the process of going through somebody's YouTube channel and giving them feedback. Or I like the process of somebody having doubt in themselves, and by having a quick conversation with me, I can inject them with that little bit of belief, hope, encouragement. That's all they need to have permission to go and start filming some content. It's my favorite thing to do. I love helping entrepreneurs, and I love the process of doing those Q&As. If you were to move to a new city or set up a new office, I could come and help you. I could help you unplug all your computers and plug them back in the other spot and pack up the boxes and help rent the truck and all of the stuff that it takes to move an office. And I would love the end result of that you got your new office set up. But I don't like the process of doing it. I don't like unplugging computer cables and plugging them back in and making sure the tech is going and packing up boxes and all that. I don't actually like the process. So you get the end result, which is great, but you don't like the process. And so that's a really important distinction that most people never make. Say, well, I like doing this. Do you actually like doing that? Or do you just like the end result of what you did? Is the reward itself in the process? The reward for me of going in and helping John's group isn't how many people sign up for my program. It's that I got to touch some people today. And I know that some people are now going to go off and make videos, and they were inspired and moved by the workshop that we did, from learning from me, but also from the awesome people who are in the group, that they connected to each other just a little bit more because I showed up. That's the process. So when you make your list of all the things that you love doing, underline the ones that you actually like the process of doing, that you can get lost in the process of doing, that you could do that for 8 hours and the time just kind of flies, where other things, 8 hours, maybe feels like 16 hours because you hate it so much. So on your list, it's really, 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 really important to get that distinction that most people miss. What do you actually enjoy the process of? Okay. And then step number 3 is you're going to narrow it down to your top 3 choices. So if you're trying to figure out what is it that you want to do? What is it that you want clarity on? What is the life that you want to build, the business that you want to build, you want to get known for, you want to help, you want to serve, you want to narrow that down? You start with figuring out how you like to serve people. You start with figuring out by underlining the ones you enjoy the process of, and then you narrow it down to your top 3, and that's what you focus on. It doesn't mean that you can't do the other things. It doesn't mean that the other things aren't going to work for you. But trying to do 20 things means nothing gets done. You make this giant list of things that you can do, amazing, and then tomorrow you look at that list and you're overwhelmed because it's too much. And it paralyzes you and prevents you from taking action. The only thing you're missing is momentum. You narrow it down to your top 3 ideas, and then you start executing on them. That passion process works for any goals. That's a business context. If you want to use it in the health context, right? You want to work out, you want to get fitter. Okay, great. Same thing. Number 1, where have you enjoyed working out before? Where have you had any kind of results in health or fitness, whether it's diet, whether it's exercise, where have you gotten some results, right? Write that down. Next, you underline, what did you actually enjoy the process of? Did you like going to the gym? Or did you like playing soccer? Or did you like going on that diet? Or did you like, right? What did you actually like doing? And then circling the top 3, and then that's what you focus on. Because if you hate going to the gym and going on a treadmill, and you hate doing it, you will force yourself to do it for so long, and then you're gonna quit because you hate doing it. But if you love playing soccer with your friends, or you love playing badminton or basketball or baseball or whatever your sport of choice is, or you just love going for a run with your friends or going for a walk with somebody else, that connection becomes important to you. And you actually like doing it, and it feels like that hour-long soccer game is easy and just flies by, but 20 minutes on a treadmill feels like you hate your life, then go play more soccer. right? We tend to overcomplicate things. We make this super ambitious list of all the things we're going to do, and then again, we don't do it. So the more you can actually enjoy the process of the thing that you're doing, it dramatically increases the chances of you actually following through and getting the results that you need. There's no one perfect plan, especially a perfect plan that works for everybody. This thing may work for him, this thing may work for her, awesome. It doesn't mean it's going to work for you, because if you don't like the thing, you're just not going to stick to it. When people say, what's the diet that works? Well, it's the one that you stick to. What's the exercise plan that works? The one that you stick to. What's the marketing plan that works? The one that you stick to. What's the business plan that works? The one that you stick to. Consistency across everything. Success is habits. You want to have success in any area of your life, it comes down to habits. What are the habits that are going to help you actually accomplish your goals? The ones that you will stick to consistently. So when you follow the passion process, you figure out a list of all the ideas that you've got. Even if you haven't done them yet, what are the ideas you have for it? The theoretical ones. Then ask yourself, which would I enjoy the process of doing? Underline those, and then pick your top 3. And then start doing. Now you have an action plan. Now you have simplicity. Now you have clarity. It's a lot easier to stick to just 3 things and wake up and do those 3 things, as opposed to building your list of 30, 40, 100, 3,000 to-dos that then you feel overwhelmed by and never take any action on. Success comes from habits, and simplicity in the habits means you will follow through. If you want another Evan Rant video that just might give you the confidence you need, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there. The number of students who can learn without a social setting around it is very, very small. I think that is easy to skip over, but I think it's really at the core of why people are not picking up the skills they need to.